Welcome back to another Sculpt Session Sunday. I am here with the beautiful, the wonderful Mandizzle with the shizzle.
Hello, Captain.
And I'm your host, Saj. I'm super excited to be kicking off today's topic because if you're watching this when this airs, it aired on a Sunday, and we are talking about how to beat the Sunday scaries because there is this idea that Sundays are this like terrifying thing. And oh my God, it's Sunday and this and that. But like Sunday scaries aren't actually about Sundays. It is about the lack of preparation and that like anxiety and angst that comes with, oh shit, tomorrow's Monday and I don't have anything under control. And like, I don't think people actually hate Mondays. I think they are just not prepared for them and hate the idea of having to figure it out as they go. Like, unless you work a 9 to 5 and you absolutely hate your 9 to 5, like then maybe you hate the Monday because then you have a whole week to come. But you could even make that into something good. So today we're gonna break down what Sunday scaries really are and actionable steps of to fix that mindset because I look forward to Sundays. I don't know about you. I look forward to them. That's my day to like Saturdays and Sundays are my day to prepare to get ready for the upcoming week and to absolutely kick ass. And like when you have that kind of mindset, it's a lot easier to have a good week. And trust me, I've been in that Sunday Scaries crew. Have you been in the Sunday Scaries crew?
You don't even want to know. I've been in the Monday through Sunday Scaries crew. I've been in the Sunday Scary crew, and now I have really good peace with Sundays.
Yeah, yeah. And like I think a lot of it really does come to that lack of preparation, that lack of structure, and what are Sunday scaries? Like, where do Sunday scaries come from? It comes from not having your groceries for the week. It comes from not having your meals prep. It comes from the piles of laundry that are not done and you don't know what you're gonna wear on Monday, or like having to do it last minute. It comes from having a messy space, from no plan, from any weekend chaos. Like if you went out on Saturday and you woke up hungover on Sunday and now you have to get your life together, like that's where it comes from. And the truth of the matter is that anxiety loves uncertainty and structure kills that anxiety. So when you have that certainty as far as this is what I have and this is what I have and this is what I have, you put your head to bed. You put your head on the pillow at night with, you put your head to bed. Yeah, you do put your head to bed. You put your head on the pillow at night with that peace of, I did everything and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and feel good. So, Mans, I want to ask you, like you already said that you had the Monday through Sunday scaries, been there, done that. You had the Sunday scaries, and when you had those, what made it worse?
So when I say that I had the Monday through Sunday Scaries, I was working at a level 1 trauma hospital, and I worked full time, so I worked 40-hour weeks, and then I would take 170 hours of call a month in addition to working those 40-hour weeks. So I was on call so much that, like you said, there was that unpredictability. It was
The
consciously
uncertainty.
like anxious. I'm like, am I going to get called? Do I have to go to work? Like, I was literally had no structure because I didn't know what was going to happen with work. And
Yeah.
then when I left that job and I moved over to just a Monday through Friday type of surgery center, no call, nothing crazy, then I would get the Sunday scaries.
Mm,
But that was more of a situation of I knew I wanted to be coaching. So
yeah.
I was like, let me get through this work week so I can do what I actually love and do most of my coaching like on the weekend. So that was it for me, but it's true. I feel it now with if I do not lay out my clothes for the gym the night before and I leave like even 15 minutes for the gym than I meant to leave, I'm like, oh, this week, like I wanted to start it out on a good note. And it literally is so easy as taking 30 seconds to prepare the night before
Yeah.
or the weekend, like meal prepping. And I see it with my clients too. Most of it is like, oh, I didn't meal prep and then I ate off plan and now I'm bloated and I don't like my pictures. And it's like, just take the hour to meal prep and your week will be so good.
Exactly. Exactly. And like before. you started working almost full time as a coach. Well, pretty much full
Mhm.
time coaching. And same thing with me. We did work the 40-hour weeks and have to go to work. And I worked at first at a gym where I was Monday through Wednesday and then Saturdays. So like Thursday, Friday were my days off. And then like that was like my weekend. And then Sunday was like my meal prep, my reset, like that kind of day. Well, after work, Saturday and Sunday. And then when I transitioned to working Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And at the same time, I was like like not like prepping, but like bodybuilding. And like there was no wiggle room like for me as a bodybuilder. And I'm sure you could relate to that, whether it's a prep season or an off season or a maintenance or whatever. Macros are tracked daily, food is weighed out daily, meal preps are eaten daily. So the way that my Sundays would look like if I missed this beat, I missed the whole week, was I would have to meal prep all of my meals Monday through Friday, essentially, except for, I mean, I would even meal prep my dinners, and then when I would just come home, just reheat it up, maybe add some lettuce, add something to it. Like I would bring bags of lettuce to work with me and like my food scale and everything because that was just like the preparation that needed to happen in order for me to not have to think about that. Because how shitty is it to know that, you have work and you have responsibilities and you need to do this and do that and check off all of these things for work. And then on top of that, it's like, well, what am I going to eat? Like, there was never a time that I had to ask myself, what am I going to eat for lunch today? What am I going to eat for dinner today? What's my breakfast? I would go as far as meal prepping my post-workout meal because I would work out at like 6 in the morning, come home, shower, throw all my stuff in the lunchbox, and go to work and eat my post-workout meal at work. So like that's the preparation that we're talking about. And the best way that I can break it down is that doing these things and like taking that hour and having that discipline doesn't make you restrictive because you're eating the same things or you're meal prepping or like you're following a plan. It actually reduces your anxiety. It reduces that angst because when you
Oh,
know that so much, like when you know you have a lunchbox in the fridge and like all of your coworkers are like, oh, what do we feel like eating today? It's like if I had to do that, I would be like, oh my God, am I gonna hit my protein? Like, how much fat is in that? How much carbs? And I know that that is very niche to like the bodybuilding thinking, but I've always said if you want specific results, you need to take specific action. And that specific action applies to the way that you eat.
hmm it does. And that require, I think a lot of people sometimes might use the Sunday Scaries too as like a self-sabotage excuse. And I know that's harsh, guys. I'm sorry. But I think it does need to be said where like you need to ask yourself, how am I getting in my own way? And if it
Because
is
you
that you're
are.
not preparing on Sunday or Saturday or whatever your day is, do it.
Yeah.
Just just Nike, just do it.
Yeah, literally. And like if your thing is I don't have time, I want you to go on your phone right now, go into settings and see how much screen time you've had in the last week. And if it's more than an hour, you have time to meal prep.
Boom.
Okay. If it's more than an hour, you have time to meal prep. And like meal prepping doesn't need to be this really annoying thing. It was for me at first. I was like, oh, this is annoying. Like I don't love standing in the kitchen for hours on end and like cooking and this and that, but I made it fun. I made it good. I would put on either a my favorite DJ, like a set from John Summit's most recent event, and it would be 2.5 hours of music playing while I cook, clean, get everything together, and like the set is still going. Or I find a podcast that is like a little long, like that is when I would listen to like Andrew Huberman podcasts or like one of my favorite creators that just likes to yap like we do because then it's or an audiobook because then like you kill multiple birds in one stone. You're still enjoying the podcast or your favorite music or your favorite audiobook and getting stuff done. Kitchen, just putting it all down, laying it out, and at the end, I would have 20 meals, 20 containers of food for the week. And I know it sounds like a lot, but when you start
No,
doing
it's
it,
so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
it's like, wow, I did that. And not only did you do that, but now you have food to eat for the week. So like that is just we just went on a whole like little rant about meal prepping, but that is something that I want people to know that like I want you guys to know that these are experiences that both Mandy and I had and like how to figure out ways to go about our schedule because yeah, whether you're working a 40-hour week or a 60-hour week or a 20-hour week or you don't work and you're a mom and have kids and like stay home and whatever the case is, your failure to prepare is the reason why you are failing. And there is a quote that I have quoted a gazillion times and that I love, and that is you do not rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your systems. If your systems suck, it doesn't matter what kind of goals you put because you're not going to reach them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really not. And on that note, one of your goals should be to drink more water, and I have water in my coffee cup, so quick little water break. Beautiful. Awesome. All
Hey,
right.
girl.
Now let's talk about the anti-Sunday Scaries system. The SSS, the
Oh my God.
ASS, the ass with an extra S. Anyways, first one being is start on Saturday. And I know that's like, oh, but like I want to do my laundry, food shopping, on Sunday. Why? Why are we saving everything for Sunday when we can get a head start on Saturday? And this is something that I have incorporated a little while ago. I will try to do my food shopping either Saturday morning or after the gym because everyone wants to go to the grocery store on Sunday. It's like a universal experience to go to the grocery store on Sunday. Go on Saturday. You're gonna skip the lines. If you go early, a lot of grocery stores, like you will have it fully stocked and you will also already have everything at home so that if you don't want to leave your house on Sunday and you just want to cook, clean, I don't know, maybe go on a walk or yeah, me too. I really don't like leaving the house on Sunday unless it's to go to church. I don't really like activities and stuff on Sunday because that is just my day at home and like my day to do my stuff. So even going to the grocery store, I'm like dragging my feet to go there. So to know that I already have all of the ingredients that all I need to do is just throw them together and make my food, like that gives me a lot of peace of mind and a lot less angst. So grocery shop on either Friday after work or Saturdays in the morning. Thank me later because the grocery store will be dead. Light cleaning on Saturday. Like, I'm not saying you need to fully wash your floors and do the whole 9 yards, but you can, maybe clean out your fridge after you do grocery shopping from whatever you don't need. Maybe that pile of clothes that's been laying and you're about to add more to it after you do laundry, put that away. And that brings me to the laundry is you can throw your laundry in on Saturday and not wait to do 4 loads on Sunday. Like I used to be the person that like, oh, okay, I'm doing all my laundry on Sundays, and now I'm like, why am I gonna wait for that when my laundry bin is already almost full and it's Friday? Like, why not just throw it in on Friday or throw it in on Saturday and like get this process going? Why am I gonna wait so long? So if your Sundays are feeling overwhelming, it's because you are trying to reset your entire life in one day. And I really want to motivate you to not do that. So, Mance, what is something that you typically do on Saturdays to deload your Sunday plate?
Groceries. We are of the camp of either going first thing in the morning when they open, like you said, because then there's less people to irritate the heck out of me,
Yeah. And it's
or
quicker.
it is quicker, or if we do Costco every other weekend, so we'll go, this is non-negotiable. We'll go to Costco when they open because I cannot emotionally handle it at any other time. And there have been weekends where like he'll just go by himself. I'm like, I'm really sorry. Here's my list. Like, I can't do it today, mentally. But
Yeah.
we'll go first thing in the morning on Saturday. And then like the ancillary stuff we still need from like the other groceries, like Whole Foods or something, we'll save it for the evening.
Yeah.
And then maybe everything isn't like fully stocked, like you said, first thing in the morning. There's nobody to stand in the aisle and block things and like just like get on your last nerve, or like, I'm sorry, people with kids, but like if you have kids, then you already know there's not the 4 kids running around with this mom like by herself trying to like handle them and like wrangle them in with like the leashes. It's just like way better. So
Yeah.
we either do groceries first thing in the morning or at night, and it's so helpful. And I personally do laundry twice a week, and it'll be Tuesdays and then Saturday morning. And
I throw in my laundry anytime I see the pile is getting loaded, like it's starting to get pretty hefty in there, I throw it in. I like don't e- like I used to like put it to a date, but I'm like I can't even do that because I have gym clothes, then I have my regular clothes. He has his work clothes, he has his gym clothes, his home clothes. When I'm in prep, I put on like three different gym outfits a day because there's my cardio outfit, then my gym outfit, then my home outfit. So it's like I just don't even wait for a specific date. It's if it's starting to go, like if it's starting to get full, it's going in. Like why? Why am I waiting?
girl, I don't
You
know.
know?
Ours just works out. But
Yeah, no,
well, I'm in charge of laundry, so I'm the laundry queen. I get to say when it happens.
same,
And
same. I'm
it's
like, don't
Tuesdays,
freaking touch it.
maybe Wednesdays, but always Saturday mornings. So
Yeah.
then that way Sundays come, all I have to do is meal prep, reset my vitamins, and do my client check-ins that I have calls with.
Yeah. Yeah. And that brings me, I love that you mentioned the meal preps because that meal prepping, whether you are prepping for, you work a 9 to 5 and you're prepping those 20 meals for the entire week, or you are just chopping up veggies, or you're washing your fruits and cutting them up, or you are cooking your protein in bulk and you're just going to go in there every single day and take it out. Doing that goes such a long way. Like every single time that I open up my fridge and I'm like, oh snap, I already cooked my salmon. Awesome. Just warm it up and go. That like to me is so perfect. And I was, super on the meal prepping, cooking all of my meals, doing all of those things. And now it got to a point where as long as we have cooked rice, like I cook rice every single morning, I just make it fresh. Rice is cooked every single morning. I typically now order my chicken from Hummus Fit. You can use code SASH. I don't like cooking my own chicken. This chicken tastes amazing. Price wise, it would be the same, if not cheaper than if I was buying that much chicken in the store. So like it just made sense to me to just order from there. All I have to do is just heat it up. So it's like literally already cooked in bulk, 4 packs of chicken. As long as I have those in the fridge, maybe a couple pieces of salmon, and then I do have a couple of things that I like cooking fresh. Like I like making my beef fresh. And I'll even go, like, for example, last night I was cooking my beef and I immediately cooked 2 bowls of it. Like, instead of cooking one and then cooking another, I just cooked 12 ounces of beef, separated it in half, and I was like, awesome, this is six, maybe five and 7.75, and then six in the other, and that's perfect. Like, so pre-logging things, when we say meal prep and like preparing yourself, it's not always necessarily cook all the food. It could be as simple as pre-log it in your MyFitnessPal so you know what you're going to eat. Buy the foods that you need. If it's raw and it needs to be cooked, throw it in the oven. Like make it simple for yourself. If you don't want to cook, do a meal prep company.
Yeah, and then when it's cooking, you can pre-log it because then
Yeah,
you can weigh it out to what you logged.
exactly, exactly. Like it, and it could sound overwhelming if you've never done it before. And trust me, if you told me 5 years ago that I was putting putting food on a scale before eating it and logging it, I would have looked at you with my freaking eyes on my forehead. I would have been like, there's no way. Like, there's no way that I'm doing that because I looked at that as restrictive. And why would I waste my time doing that? But then I also look at my body 5 years ago and how I felt about myself and my confidence and everything. And it's like, yeah, no wonder she had that mindset. Look at how she looked. Look at how she felt about herself. Look at how she treated her body and herself. So it it's worth learning. It's worth understanding. And it's not something that you need to do for the rest of your life. You don't need to put food on a scale for the rest of your life if you don't want to. But learning how to do it, learning how to eat, learning how to prepare yourself for the busy weeks, the busy days, the busy events goes a really long freaking way. And you don't have the guilt of being off track. And like to me, that goes above all. Like that,
So worth it.
if there's anything that's worth it, it's that. It's that's worth it. It's just not having that guilt and like not being like, oh my God, I'm gonna be off track and whatnot. So the next thing of like our ASSS is to reset your environment. And we talked about this with the laundry, cleaning your kitchen after you meal prep. My another thing that I love about meal prepping is that you do it and then you don't have to disinfect your kitchen again because there might be raw chicken somewhere because You've cooked your chicken for the week. You don't have to, like, like you clean everything and it's clean and it's good. If you need to prep your gym bag, prep your gym bag. I just have the same one every single day, so there's no prepping that unless I just need to take like my shaker cup out of there. If I left it in there, wash it. Laying out your outfit for Monday, for Tuesday, for every single day. If you go to the gym first thing in the morning, lay out your gym outfit. If you are going to work and then from work you go to the gym, pack your gym bag, pack your work bag, lay out your work outfit, and pack your gym outfit so that way you can just change while you're at work. I've done it. I'm sure you've done it. I have clients who do it where they go straight to work. So they go to work with a lunchbox, with their gym bag, and with their work bag. It might seem like a lot, but they're also the ones that are reaching their goals. So
Period.
it's a price,
And
it's a price you pay.
it, it's data. That's all. That's what I tell people. And they're like, oh my God, but it sounds like so much. It's data. Go back to third grade or fourth grade or fifth grade, whatever, whenever we had to do science fair. And like you are running a science experiment to reach your goals for your dream body. And we're collecting data with your food and your stress levels and your water. And this is what you do, period.
Yeah. This is just what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Make it your norm. Make it your norm. And that pretty much like sums up like things that I would recommend people do. Last but not least is setting those not daily non-negotiables. Like take a look at your calendar, see where your busiest days are, plan ahead. You know that on Thursday you have meetings and you have calls and it is the busiest day of the week for you. Make sure that your meals are prepped so you could just take them out of the fridge, take them out of your lunchbox and eat them. Make sure that you do go to the gym early in the morning so you can get it out of the way and go to sleep a little earlier on Wednesday. Don't stay up scrolling on your phone. Like, look, make it simpler for yourself. Just make it simpler for yourself. And I want you to schedule you taking care of yourself on Sundays and on Saturdays, the same way that you would schedule your appointments, the same way that you schedule your work meetings, the same way, like schedule your workouts like that, schedule your meal times like that, schedule your preparations like that. Because anyone that says like, oh, scheduling is restrictive and this and that and it's masculine and whatever, like they
Structure.
they want to see you do bad. They want to see you do bad because without structure, there is nothing. So if you don't have structure and you don't know what you're doing next, like you're playing a guessing game, and the guessing game never leads to you winning. It doesn't
No,
lead to winning.
there's a very specific formula to achieving a goal. And it very much so has to do with the preparation and planning of it. If,
Exactly.
like you and I have said time and time again,
Yeah,
failing to prepare is you preparing to fail.
exactly. And there's no other way around it because you fail, you don't see it through. You don't actually get to where you want to be. And then what happens? You rebound, you recycle, you have to restart, you have to retry, and again, you end up in the same spot because you're not willing to do the things. And you brought up a really good point of, get real with yourself and be able to like identify what you have, like why are you holding yourself back? Where are you holding yourself back? Why are you holding yourself back? Is something misaligned? Is it the lack of prep? Like just reflect on these things because once you're able to reflect and take accountability, okay, this is my fault. This is because I didn't do something. This is because I didn't see it through. This isn't you like beating yourself up. This is you taking like analyzing, okay, where did I go wrong and what can I do to fix it? Because otherwise, nothing's going to change there.
It gives you power.
It does. It does. And it just gives you the opportunity to be better.
And that's all we're here for. We're all
Ex
here to do better.
exactly. Long story short, Sundays don't need to be scary. Don't make them scary. Get ahead of schedule and you will be just fine. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're listening on Spotify. Give this podcast a 5-star rating. It really does help the podcast grow. And hop on over to Mandy's Unfiltered and Functional, which drops every Monday. So if you're listening to this on Sunday, you get an extra gift tomorrow. So go ahead and listen to that. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next Sunday on Sculpt Session Sunday.